Hello, my name's Andre, and this is just a demonstration of my second asset on the asset store, the Unity 2 Arduino. I have here a set of scenes. Technically that one's not a scene, this is just the INO file that might not upload correctly because Unity doesn't like it. So we've got a very simple one. This to your screen may not look like much, but when you've got an Arduino plugged in and an LED connected to pin 2, although you can change that if you want to, the LED on your Arduino turns on and off once a second, but it's Unity telling it to turn on and off, not the inbuilt script. And I'll just open this up so that you can see. It starts the serial port, very simple, mine's on COM3. The baud rate is the same for virtually every Arduino that I'm aware of. I might be wrong, so don't just presume it's this, but it tends to be that. As for your COM port, that depends on your software. Then you open it. I like to set the timeout just so that Unity doesn't crash. And in a coroutine, because I'm using wait for seconds, it'll write capital A, wait 1 second, and then little a, wait 1 second. It's actually writing the letter A to the Arduino. And I will open this up so that you can see the script. So that's pretty much the flashing script. This is what's happening. It will read in a char, or a character variable, serial.read, so it's reading from the serial port, it's reading from Unity, and then if it's a capital A, it turns on pin 2. If it's little a, it turns off pin 2. If it's big B or capital B, it turns on pin 3, little b, pin 3, and so forth for all of the pins. I've done this for all 13. It's very, very simple. It's just that command there, that's the tricky bit. Oh, and remember to have this up here, otherwise it won't work, because technically you are communicating via the serial port. So that's the whole Unity script, not just for this particular example, for all of them. So I'll go back down here, second test. Oh, you can't really see it, hold on. The second test is actually the exact same as mass data, right? This one here. Except you can't see anything on screen. So I'll just use this one to show you. When I press one of the keys on the keyboard, they turn on. It supports multiple all at once. And every time you hit a button, say I'm hitting this, the letter Q, while I'm holding it down, Arduino's digital pin number 2 is turned on. And I've currently got an LED connected, and it's lit up. When I let go, the LED turns off. I don't currently have a camera to show you, so you'll just have to take my word for this. It's free anyway, so if it doesn't work, it's not a huge deal. But yes, press Q, it turns on. W, a different pin turns on, that would be 3. E is 4, R is 5, and so forth. I've connected these 4 to different LEDs, and it works perfectly fine. That's actually the whole thing pretty much, and as you can see, this one is a bit more complicated, but it's virtually the same thing. These are just renderers, just so that I can change the color of these boxes. Most of the script is just, if I press the button, turn it green. If I let go, turn it red. Simple as that, and you can see that here. So these renderers are just each box. I'm just setting them to red to start with, and down here, if I press the button, write the capital A, so turn on the light on your Arduino, the exact same as it was before, and set the color to green for the box, and if I let go of it, send the little a to turn it off, turn the light off on your Arduino, and turn it back to red. That's literally all it is. All of this is the exact same thing just for each one. So that's for D2, that's for D3, etc., as you can see here. It's literally copy and paste. And once again, you've got yourself a serial port. That's the normal for Arduinos, however it might be different, just check. And that's my COM port. Set it to sp.open, or whatever that variable was, and of course your write timeout, because we're writing to it. Very straightforward. It's virtually the same thing, except it's actually doing something on screen as well. Yeah, that's literally all. And I'll quickly just create something here just to show you how easy it is. Yeah, we'll just call it that. And what we do is just up here, type, oh, before we do that, up here, using system.io.ports, make sure that you're using that. And also, in here, go to File, Build Settings, Player Settings. And in here, make sure that this is set to .NET 2.0, not 2.0 subset, as that won't work. Not entirely sure why, but for some reason, .NET 2. If you set it to subset, as you can probably see, you get errors saying that the namespace ports in system doesn't exist. Not entirely sure why it has that issue, but just make sure that that's correct. So, from here, if you wanted to create your own, just serial port, I'll call it SP, new serial port, and then in here you would put your COM port. In my case it's COM3, you can get that from the Arduino editor, comma, and the baud rate, which I'll set to what is normal for me. And then I'll just do this in start, sp.open, sp.write timeout equals 20, that's 20 milliseconds, just to make sure that if something goes wrong, Arduino doesn't crash. And then after this, sp.write, I'll just turn on that LED again, just like earlier. So as soon as it starts, it'll tell the Arduino to turn on the LED. All of these are using the exact same Arduino script. I'm not changing the script. They're all identical. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do. If I were to run this, it would immediately turn on the light on the LED, or the LED on the Arduino, and yeah, it's as simple as that. So, good luck using this, and later on I will be working on the third and final asset in this series, bidirectional communications. It's nice to write from Unity to Arduino, and from Arduino to Unity, say using it as a controller, but I'm working on a project which means it'll work both ways. Still working on that, but anyway, good luck with this.